Hi there, and welcome to an event we have all been waiting for. This is where the journey begins to find out who exactly is the best heavyweight fighter in the world. It's Pride Fighting Championships Total Elimination 2004. I'm Mauro Ranallo, alongside color commentator extraordinaire El Guapo Basrun. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm doing great, especially after he said extraordinaire, man. I'm extraordinaire, that's great.
Well, you are simply the best, and speaking of the best, boss, we have 16 of the top fighters on the planet vying to see who is number one in Pride when it comes to the heavyweights, and 3 top fighters who many of the MMA experts and many of the fans who will be filling up the Saitama Super Arena believe will be at the Final Four at Final Conflict in August are heavyweight champion Fyodor Emelianenko, interim heavyweight champion Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and the Croatian sensation Mirko Krokop. Now, boss, one, of course, cannot discount the talents of their opponents, because, as you know, anything can happen in a tournament of this nature. Having said that, who do you think is the dark horse to win the Grand Prix?
Ooh, that's a difficult one, okay? Because anybody, the rest of the 13 fighters, you mentioned 3, but all the other 13 could be a dark horse. Like you said, a tournament, you don't know what's going to happen in a tournament. Let's not forget we have Mark the Hammer Coleman, who is the 2000 Grand Prix champion, okay? And he's entering. We have Mirko Krokop, we got all the other guys. We got Sam SCHILT, we got Stefan Leko, we have MURILO Ninja, we got anybody could be a dark horse.
From top to bottom, 8 tremendous bouts comprise round number 1. It's another landmark event brought to you by the #1 MMA organization in the world, Pride Fighting Championships. So sit back, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready to enjoy this thrill ride. It is, after all, boss, what?
Total Elimination 2004.
Boss Woundon, we are inside the state-of-the-art venue known as the Saitama Super Arena, and this is it, the premier mixed martial arts event of the year. It is Total Elimination 2004, where 16 of the top athletes in MMA are vying to become the Grand Prix heavyweight champion.
It's wild. Look at the picture here. Look at the finger. Look at the hand. And again, we have to shout to overcome our own voices here. The noise inside this arena is so extremely loud, you cannot believe it.
And what separates Pride Fighting Championships from any other organization in the world is the attention to detail. The production values are unbelievable. In fact, that symbol of supremacy you see in the ring, that finger indicating number 1 as we see the fighters, cost boss $200,000 US alone.
Hey, I don't know if I made such a lot of money with that with my hand, $200,000. I don't think so, but I come close. I come close.
And now the fighters are being introduced to the crowd. A Texas Crazy Horse, Heath Herring, who not too long ago was rated the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship. There you see the Russian fighter SERGEI KHARITONOV, who could indeed be a fighter to look forward to advancing in this tournament.
Yep. MURILO Ninja, he's back.
One of the most feared strikers is shoot boxes. MURILO Ninja Hua, who will be facing KHARITONOV here tonight in round number 1.
Look at this picture.
7 feet, 2 inches tall, 385 pounds. Giant Silva made his debut against Heath Herring at Shockwave. Lost that fight, but since then has been training on the ground, and he'll be facing this man, making his MMA debut, no stranger to Japan, former sumo wrestler Sentoryu Henry Miller.
Yep, and he looked good. I saw some previews of him boxing. He has some good boxing skills. Big Gan McGee from the United States of America.
His debut in Pride was a loss to Heath Herring, but Gan McGee is going to face someone his own size tonight when he takes on this tremendous striker from Holland, a member of Golden Glory in SEMMY.
Wow, look at this. Look at it.
A tremendous signing for Pride. One of the world's greatest kickboxers, Stefan Blitz Leko, makes his debut tonight.
Wow, look at the crowd cheering for Kevin Randleman. This is great.
The monster is here in Total Elimination 2004. And boss, look at the shot of the crowd. Saitama Super Arena is rocking. Everyone anticipating this tournament.
There we have him. Whoa! He's gonna have a tough fight, Mr. Yokoi.
Yokoi undefeated at 10-0 puts that perfect record on the line against Nogueira. There he is, the defending Grand Prix champion. Mark the Hammer Coleman getting a very vociferous applause here from the crowd, and he also looks forward to doing battle in our main event against the Pride Heavyweight Champion, Fyodor Emelianenko.
And there we have him, Ogawa. Whoa, what is he going to do? Ogawa.
A thunderous ovation for Naoya Ogawa, 1992 silver medalist in the Olympics in judo.
Mirko Prokop. Man, the Croatian sensation, he's getting a standing ovation. You see, I can rhyme too.
This is a star-studded affair. There he is.
Wow.
Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, Boss Rutan, before all is said and done at Total Elimination 2004, heading towards final conflict in August. Emelianenko Fyodor, we could see at the unifying of the heavyweight championship.
And look at him, he's smiling. He wants to be there. Wow. Okay, Marito. It's time to begin, I guess.
16 superstars, each and every one of them want to be the best heavyweight fighter in Pride, and we're about to find out which 8 will go on to Critical Countdown in June.
Party on, party on. Whoa!
How was your mindset coming into your first round opponent?
Well, I'm getting ready to go. Just right now, we're just going to concentrate on this guy. We don't know a whole lot about him.
Talking about your opponent, Takahashi, you say you don't know very much about him. Obviously, a pancrase veteran has won majority of his decisions via submission. So is that something you'll have to avoid, taking it to the ground with him?
No. I'm not. I think I do have to watch out for some of his submissions, as always, with anybody I fight. But I feel also very confident on the ground with my submissions. So it's not that I'm afraid of that.
All right, well, you are one of the more charismatic fighters on the Pride roster. You always have a nice surprise when it comes to the hairdo. Do you want to show everybody a bit of the hair right now?
It's not going to look very good right now.
You don't want. Well, just give them a little
gel,
bit.
you know?
Well, just take a look in the camera. And actually, Heath, why don't you just tell everybody in TV land right now what it's like to take part in the first round, and maybe give them one of your trademark yells from back home. Coming up, it's Heath Herring versus Yoshiki Takahashi here at Total Elimination 2004. Boss, what is the report? In fact, what is the Rutan report on Herring?
Good name, Rutan Report.
There you go.
Let's keep that name.
We'll keep that name.
Okay, Heath Herring improved a lot in striking. Stamina, super improved. He's very good. His stamina is very good. His ground and pound, especially from the side mount, is very good. So with that said, if we have the old Heath Herring back, you know, like 4 fights ago, everything is cool. We saw the old Heath Herring back in his last 2 fights, but it took a while. It took like later into the fight when he finally shook off that ring rust and he came back. So I think when he comes in with no ring rust, he should do really good.
Okay, what about Takahashi? What are the keys to victory for him?
Takahashi, okay. Rutan report on Takahashi. Takahashi, I fought him before actually in pancrase.
He broke his shin in pancrase.
I did. God, I'm
Grizzly
good.
stuff.
Anyway, Takahashi's good with leg locks. Heath Herring is wearing shoes. I don't know if that's a very smart idea to do with Takahashi because he's a good submission artist. He's got very good suplexes, so if he gets your back, he will throw you, trust me. Also, he's got good hands. So I think from the whole pancrase clan, let's say it like that, he's one of the guys with the best hands.
All right, well, Heath Herring is one of our dark horses, and it will be the Texas Crazy Horse taking on the pancrase veteran, and it's coming right up. All right, boss, we kick off Total Elimination 2004 with Heath, the Texas Crazy Horse Herring, taking on Yoshiki Takahashi.
Alcona, 180cm, 90
Hiroshi Kengo Watanabe in the corner. Hiroshi Takahashi.
Takahashi is 35 years old, 5'9", 214 pounds. Herring is 26, 6'4", 238 pounds, so obviously at the outset, boss, Herring has the reach advantage and the weight advantage, and we'll see if that comes into play immediately. Takahashi, of course, a Pancrase veteran, the first Pancrase heavyweight champion, while Herring continues to try to rehabilitate his career. It wasn't so long ago that he was the #1 rated Pride heavyweight contender, but suffering 2 crushing defeats at the hands of Mirko Krokop and Fedor Emelianenko back-to-back. Since then, he's been on a 3-match winning streak, his last victory coming against another participant in this tournament, against Gan McGee at Pride Inferno.
Okay, here we go. Front kick, high kick, a middle kick, actually. Oh, something already happened. I think something for the glove. Eye. Ooh, that's not good. I think he kicked his own hand into his eye, his finger. He didn't do anything. He kicked his arm, and I think that his own thumb went in his own eye.
Of course, here, Herring pleading innocent, and Herring always with the colorful hairstyle, this time sporting a blue and blonde mohawk. And there's another kick. And of course, Herring has the good stand-up skills.
Yeah, but so does Takahashi. He's got some great hands. Front kick. It's exactly what his game plan was that he told me. Keep him away.
Takahashi has always employed that go-for-broke style, and there is a looping right hand that misses by Takahashi. Another high kick, which is blocked by Takahashi. So right now, they continue that feeling-out process, each of them testing each other's arsenal. Again, 1 10-minute round, 2 5-minute rounds here in Pride as we kick off round 1 of this tournament. Total Elimination 2004. Big crowd on hand here at Saitama Super Arena. Push kick there by Herring.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Oh, and a high kick. It's very difficult to see what he's actually going to do because he makes a front kick and then a round kick to the body. Look at this. Takahashi's very good.
Knees to the head by Takahashi.
Takahashi's in real good position right now. If he keeps doing this, that could be danger.
And this is an area where Takahashi may be able to take advantage of Herring, although Herring does employ some tremendous submission skills of his own. But right now, Takahashi continues to go to work with the knees to the head, boss.
Yeah, and Herring is already looking in this corner and he's nodding no,
saying that I'm not in trouble.
Nothing going on. You see, he's blocking everything. As long as he keeps looking at the knees of Takahashi, which is a very important thing because it's always, I tell everybody, it's the blow that you don't see that will knock you out.
2 minutes have elapsed here in round number 1, and it's Takahashi continuing to pepper Herring with those knees, and while not damaging Herring greatly, they must be taking the toll.
Yeah, of course, but there we go. Herring is up.
Great job by Herring to spring up, and now he is the aggressor.
Going for an ankle pick, it looked like, single leg.
But nice sprawl, good takedown defense being employed by Takahashi, but you can see Herring just bullying him, maybe again showing that weight advantage as he has.
And he's got him on his back, but he's in the guillotine. He's got one arm in between. He should get out of this. He should look to the side. He should dig his own jaw into the rib cage of Takahashi right now.
Turn to the side is exactly what Herring should be doing. And you're right, the arm is blocked. They're in the corner here. Takahashi, though.
There is nothing. He can waste a lot of power here, Takahashi can. There is not a lot. He's out.
And he pops his head out, does Herring.
And this took a lot of power out of Takahashi's arms. He's going to get fatigued in his arms.
Bring up a very good point, boss, as he expended all kinds of energy from the bottom, and now the referee is going to restart them. In the same position in Takahashi's guard.
He's already holding an arm, so it looks like he's going to go for an armbar, but he is blazing away with hammer fists. Who says that hammer fists are not effective? Look at this. And as you can see, he doesn't really hit it with the soft part of his hand, but with a bone, you know, with the bone of the wrist. A nice hook right there.
And Now going to work on the body is Herring with those left hands. And now one shot to the head. And Herring, busy going downstairs and upstairs, has the high base.
Good, he works the body and then goes to the head. That's a perfect combination. A little bit, yes. Mix it up with right straight or hammer fist.
Or hammer fist, and call it any which way you want to, boss. Takahashi calls it pain at this stage of the game. We are into the 5th minute of round number 1. And it's been a seesaw battle, but now it's Herring on top in the guard of Takahashi, and he'll try to pass this somehow, or maybe go for the can opener.
Yeah, he tried the can opener there, but he's fighting against Takahashi. He knows all the submissions. Can opener is easy to escape. You just have to switch your hip to the side, to the left, or the right, and it's off.
Takahashi comes into this fight with a record of 26 wins, 17 losses, 3 draws, a veteran at Pancrase, making his first appearance in Pride. Heath Herring, of course, a Pride veteran, his 15th appearance with a record of 10 and 4.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is not the Heath Herring we saw in the last 2 fights. He's going right away from the back. Bang, the bell rang, and he's starting.
And this is the Heath Herring that many fans will remember a couple of years ago in that thrilling title battle. Oh, and he said this is it. Heath Herring has just knocked out Yoshiki Takahashi
With a back fist, with a hammer fist.
And Heath Herring dispatches Yoshiki Takahashi in round number 1. A game competitor was Takahashi. And there we have it, boss. At 4 minutes and 53 seconds of the first round, the Texas Crazy Horse, Heath Herring, has advanced to the Elite 8 at Critical Countdown coming up in June.
And you know what? I spoke to Bas Boone, the manager of Heath Herring, and he told me this fight is not going to pass 5 minutes. He is going to KO him within 5 minutes. That's what he told me this morning.
You know what, boss? We talked about Heath Herring coming off those crushing defeats last year to Mirko Krokop and Fyodor Emelianenko, having to rehabilitate his career, and he's done it now. This are 4 wins in a row, this one being his most impressive outing yet, and where it counts here at Total Elimination 2004.
Yes, and as you could see a few moments ago in the ring, all the doctors are on Takahashi. It's always about the safety of the fighters. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doctors in the ring, and they all take him out. So there's nothing special going on. Here, shake hands. Everybody happy now. I don't think one is not so happy as the other one.
Takahashi's face looks the worse for wear, but he is standing and walking out of the ring under his own volition. Good to see the Pancrase veteran making his Pride debut. Unfortunately, losing to Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring. But for Heath Herring, my goodness, what a great start to this road to the Grand Prix Championship at Final Conflict in August.
Yes, indeed. Look at this. Look at the replay. Bang. He's got him here at the guillotine, but the arm is in between. And like we always say, once the arm is in between, there is not really a choke. So there's not really something going on. But
and now you see him dropping those hammer fists.
Watch.
Pounding away at the face of Takahashi. Doing a good job, actually, boss, of going upstairs and downstairs. Shots to the body, but right now just simply...
This is the one.
Stunning Takahashi with that shot.
Yep, those are the ones. Look at this. He was stunned, like you said, and then a couple of more. Those are the ones that do the trick. They will land and finish the fight.
So Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring, the first fighter here in the first bout to advance to Critical Countdown, June 20th, here at the Saitama Super Arena.
You're normally 200 pounds. That means you're a middleweight, but you decided to enter the heavyweight division. Why is that?
That's because I wanted to represent my academy in Pride's heavyweight tournament, and that is why I decided to be in it. I hope to win it all and put on a great fight.
What do you think of your opponent? What do you did you watch his tapes? Did you see him fight before he was fighting in Pride?
I think he is a very good fighter in throwing and also very good in submissions. But in Shootbox Academy, we train for everything. So we are very prepared for any kind of situation.
The vaunted Brazilian shootbox team is about to square off with the Russian top team when MURILO Ninja Hua takes on SERGEI HARITONOV. Boss, you know what it's time for.
The Rutan report.
Yes, and we'll begin.
On who do you want to have it?
We'll begin with Hua. What are going to be the keys to victory for this great striker from Brazil?
Okay, keys to victory. Let's give him a little report first. Great stamina, great striking, great submissions, good takedowns. He's got the whole package. He's the lightest of the bunch, but with that comes that he's going to have a lot of stamina, like he showed in all his fights. All right, so I think the key to victory here for him is stay out of submissions, in the first round especially, and make your opponent tired, because he's so young and his stamina is so good. He's got to make him tired so he can give the death blow in number 2 or round number 3.
All right, SERGEI HARITONOV, we've seen on 2 different occasions here at Pride, and yet, even though he's been victorious on both counts, he remains a bit of an enigma, boss.
It is, and you know why? Because he didn't really fight high-caliber fighters. And MURILO Ninja, he did fight high-caliber fighters. I mean, come on, he pretty much fought everybody. So we don't really know what SERGEI is made of. We know that his submissions are really good, but can he submit MURILO Ninja? I don't think so, but you never know. We never saw him strike, so we don't know if he's a striker. It's a big question mark here for SERGEI. But if I have to go, I would say MURILO Ninja is going to win this fight later in the fight.
Well, we're both looking forward to this one, and it promises to be an all-out war, and it's coming up next. The next bout here will feature MURILO Ninja Hua taking on SERGEI HARITONOV, and a lot of people, boss, feel that this could be the fight of the night, in fact, because they are so evenly matched in a lot of ways, especially in the ground game, although a lot of people do question SERGEI HARITONOV's stand-up game because we haven't really had a chance to see it. We've seen him twice in Pride Fighting Championships against less than stellar competition, let's face it. He made his debut defeating Jason Nobunaga, a kickboxer, and then in our last appearance for HARITONOV, he defeated Corey Peterson rather easily. So tonight, his first true test against Ninja Hua. What do you think, HARITONOV?
I don't know. The thing that we do know is, like you said, the submissions, and what we know also is that his striking power from the top is real hard. But can he strike the same on his feet? That's the question right here. Can he stop those flying knees from MURILO Ninja and all the power and aggressiveness that MURILO Ninja is going to bring to him? That is the big question mark right here.
He is a wrestler and a Sambo practitioner, so he may go for the leg locks if given the opportunity. And really what put him on the map and gave him the opportunity in Pride was when he defeated in the Tournament of Real Men 8 all of his opponents, the combined time under 2 minutes. So he just stormed through that tournament, opened up a lot of people's eyes, and that is why he is in this tournament now. And in fact, is a lot of people's picks to be a dark horse to go all the way.
Yeah, he looks like somebody who's very solid. His mind is very solid, very concentrated in everything that he does. He takes every opportunity that his opponent is going to give to him. You know, if you make a mistake, he will take advantage of it, and he will armbar you, leg lock you probably also, or knock you out on the ground. One big question, and again, I'm saying it again, can he do it on his feet, and can he take MURILO Ninja down?
He has a record of 7-1 in MMA. This is, of course, his third appearance in Pride, undefeated at 2-0. And representing the vaunted Shootbox Academy of Brazil, MURILO Ninja Hua, who has been absolutely on fire as of late here in Pride, boss.
Wow, I listen to this music. I love this music. This is the house that we have in Holland, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the siding. Look at this, the setup, the place. It's unbelievable. Let's see how he comes out. Oh, not with a ninja suit this time.
And Hua, indeed, as we allow the best announcer in the game to do her thing. Let's listen. She did her thing right there.
Okay.
All right, Hua is her, of course, a very well put together fighter, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappler, Muay Thai, and a lot of people will tell you that if you want to be successful in MMA, the best two components to possess are BJJ and Muay Thai. This guy has all the tools.
He's got all the tools, and you have to add one more thing, and that is stamina. And that's one thing that this guy has too. He will go. He's like an Energizer bunny. He will keep going and keep going.
He's coming off back-to-back wins over Alexander Otska and Akira Shoji here in Pride. And he's also tasted defeat, which many fighters will tell you can be a good thing, because from a loss, you learn never to make the same mistakes again. And this guy is very focused, very determined, put on over 20 pounds to make this tournament. And you know that he is, of course, in the same camp of our middleweight champion, Wanderlei Silva, who will be in the corner tonight, and he wants to be a champion as well. Having said that, he will never face Silva for the middleweight championship, put on the necessary weight, and he would like, of course, to advance to final conflict in August. As you can see, Wanderlei in the background there. Murillo Ninja Hua, Sergei Kharitonov. This should be a barn burner.
Yeah, you know what the good thing is? If Wanderlei Silva is preparing himself for a fight, he would like to spar as much as he can with Murillo Ninja, because he says he's the toughest from the whole academy, together with Shogun, of course. But if I can come with him, everything's going to be okay, if I can keep up. Look at the finger.
195 Kharitonov is 23, 6'4", weighs in at 230 pounds.
And he has always this grin on his face. And so is Wanderlei Silva and all of the cornermen.
Who was 23, 6 feet tall, 220 pounds. So they're the same age. Kharitonov 4 inches taller, 10 pounds heavier, and look at the stare down. And like I said, this could be indeed a precursor of things to come. I think, Boss Rudin, we are in for a throwdown to the max. In this, our second bout of Total Elimination 2004. The fans are ready.
Flying knee. He's going to come out with a flying knee, I'm telling you. Murillo Ninja, you watch.
Many believe that Kharitonov will try to take this one to the ground as quickly as possible. Here they go. They touch gloves as a sign of sportsmanship. Inside cut kick delivered by Hua. Left hand straight through the guard by Hua. Hua goes to his knees, back up to his feet immediately as he was hit by a combination from Kharitonov.
That was a good left hook there from Kharitonov. So we know now his striking is pretty good too. Look, he's throwing his upper body into it, which is good. He doesn't have the pinpoint accuracy, but if it hits, if it connects, could be trouble.
And Hua with that nervous energy in the early going. Oh, tags him with that left hand. And that rocked Kharitonov. But Kharitonov recovers quickly and hits him with a left of his own. Another low cut kick delivered by Hua. A wild left hand. Well, some nice combinations being put together by Kharitonov, but Hua with that overhand right, and now goes into the body lock, which could lead to the takedown here, boss.
Yep, but who's going to get the takedown?
Kharitonov showing some good balance. Nice! Uchimata takedown there by Kharitonov, a judo throw there, boss.
Yeah, and he's got some good striking from this position. You watch. His right straights, left straights are really strong. He's looking for a leg lock here, Murillo Ninja, but against a sample practitioner, I don't know if that's a smart idea to do. At this moment, he's looking, not anymore. Goes straight into the half guard now. Somebody's bleeding. Whoop, nice shot there.
By Kharitonov, who looks to have blood perhaps coming from his nose. And boy, oh boy, this is a throwdown. Nice right uppercut by Kharitonov, and he tags Hua. They are exchanging blows, no doubt about it, here in the early going of round number 1. And this is a slugfest.
It's a brawl.
And so no longer is there the question, can Kharitonov engage in a stand-up war? This guy is a striker as well as a ground game practitioner.
Yep, we know it now. He can do it all.
A left hand by Kharitonov.
Yeah, this is going to come out. Who's got the biggest heart? because they both are hitting hard punches. Ooh, nice left hook there.
And it looks like Hua, boss, almost looks like when he's going for a right hand, almost telegraphing it a bit, the way he's looping it there, as Haritonov seems the crisper puncher right now.
Yeah, absolutely right. And what he does also, if he gives a left straight, he's looking down. Look.
Again, 4-inch height advantage for Haritonov, so it gives him the reach advantage. But don't discount Hua. As Boss Rutan has said on many occasions, this guy's got the stamina, the never say die attitude, and we are watching a very exciting opening 3 minutes here between Haritonov and Hua. Hua, of course, goes downstairs with a kick, perhaps setting him up for a takedown.
Yeah, I think he should throw more left low kicks inside leg
Trying
and
to set up a shot.
Yeah, right straight. Nice body shots.
There's
Sergei has some good
Silva.
right body shots.
Very focused is Haritonov. Sticking to his game plan. Just firing off those single shots, the left jab, gauging the distance. Nice body shot.
Those going to count, trust me. That could take away the stamina that I was talking about.
Vanderlei Silva shouting out instructions to Hua. Hua now tries to get inside, and that's where he'll have to be if he wants to be successful against the taller fighter. And so far, Haritonov has done a superlative job of keeping Hua at bay.
Yeah, and again, his body shots are perfect. They're not to deliver, but to the other side, which is the milk. And that hurts too. Look at that.
Did you think that they would be standing so late into the round, boss? You're 4 minutes. Or many people thought that Haritonov would try to take him to the ground, but so far we're seeing that he is a very effective striker.
Very effective. Again, I tell you now, the fifth time, his body shots. Look at his body shots. Right body shot, and then he gives a left hook to the head. Watch what he does. Body shot and a head shot. Boom, boom, and it goes up.
Doing a very good job, and it looks like those body shots are starting to take their toll. That is Stagger Marilla Ninja Hua. He's along the ropes, and he's gone. He's out. Sergei Haritonov has knocked out Ninja Hua.
Unbelievable.
In stunning fashion, Sergei Haritonov has knocked out Marilla Ninja Hua to advance to critical countdown in June. What a display by Sergei Haritonov. We knew that he had effective submission skills, but this guy is an awesome striker, boss.
Wow, and he took some punishment in the beginning. Look at him bleeding, but it didn't mean anything to him. He stuck to his game plan. He had the more crisper punches, the body shots with the left hook to the head, right body, left hook to the head. Very impressive.
And he did it 39 seconds faster than Heath Herring at 4 minutes and 14 seconds of the opening round. Sergei Haritonov vanquishes Marilla Ninja Hua. There he is, your winner here at Total Elimination 2004. Boss, take it away.
The right hook, and that right hook did it. And you know why? The whole fight, he was setting it up with right hooks to the body. And Marilla Ninja thought it was going to be a right hook to the body, and suddenly he gave a right hook to the head. You see? He's setting him up non-stop. Body, 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 and at the end was one right hook to the head, and that was the one that closed the deal.
Now, boss, as we continue to look at the replay, that vicious right hook there and another straight right that staggers Hua, and that left really put him down on the button. To be fair to Ninja Hua, he had to put on 20-plus pounds to enter the tournament. He is a glorified heavyweight at this stage. He has 4 inches of a disadvantage in height, 10-pound disadvantage here. Not to make excuses, but Sergei Haritonov was just too much to handle on this night.
Yeah, way too much. His punches were good. They were getting better and better as the fight was progressing. It was unbelievable. Everything was right on the button. I love, again, for the millionth time, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get sick of me, but you know me, the body shots. That was the trick.
You know,
body, head.
We said that Sergei Haritonov was a bit of an enigma. Hey, the secret is now out. Sergei Haritonov is going to be a force to reckon with in this tournament. He is your winner here at Total Elimination 2004.
I'm here with Giant Silva, and as you can see, he is gigantic. I'm getting a stiff neck by just looking at you.
Yeah. Wait. Don't worry. I got to help you.
Man.
Yeah. There you go. Feel like me.
Yeah, your people are small. Small little people.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here now with Henry Centurion Miller making his MMA debut tonight. And first off, Henry, I know that you're from St. Louis, so what's up with the shirt, buddy?
I like basketball.
Last time when we saw you fight, we thought, okay, this is not gonna take one round. You're gonna get tired because you're so big. You're gonna gas out. But for everybody's surprise, you kept going and going and going. And I said, my God, this guy's in a good shape. Have you been working on your shape even more now?
Yeah, I did play basketball before a long time, so I have a good shape to do it. But I train a punch and train a little jiu-jitsu, so that's to tell you.
What is the training routine like during the day? You start off. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
Breakfast.
And who have you been training with?
I've been training with Sakuraba and Yamamoto.
So obviously you don't get much better than Japanese legend Kazushi Sakuraba in the Takata Dojo. What has he been working with you mainly on, the ground game?
Sakuraba, he's been teaching me the ground game. And Yamamoto, he is also a heavyweight fighter, so he was helping me out with the punching and tacklings.
Are you afraid of his takedowns because he's a sumo wrestler? Are you afraid of that at all?
My friends, I'm training now in New York and New Jersey, exactly New Jersey, because I have friends. I go to train with them, the school, jiu-jitsu school, and all. The first thing I wanna learn a little better to care my body. So my last fight, guys kicking too much in my legs, so I too slow to think. So now I try to be more fast to think in the fight.
I want to show the people at home the size of him because I'm standing on this stool right now, but look at his hands. If he can grab my head, watch this, he can grab my head. All right.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
A lot of size.
A lot of size. I mean, come on. The giant Silva, he's taller than 7 foot. 7 foot. What we know, good report, he can take a beating. That's one thing for sure. I mean, he got some low kicks from Heath Herring last time. That was unbelievable, and he was still walking. So he can take a beating. His stamina for a person his size is good. We all thought when he fought Heath Herring that he was going to gas out in the first round. Well, he didn't. It took 3 rounds. Yes. At the end of the round number 3, Heath finally got him in a choke. So his stamina is good. It's going to be, this guy is a tough cookie, and he's going to fight against Centurion, and he, for what I hear, is a street brawler too, and he's a sumo wrestler. So he's going to be very hard to take down. But, like I said before, he's a sumo wrestler. With a lot of weight comes stamina problems. That's what I always think. And to step into a ring and coming from sumo wrestling against mixed martial arts, all the sumos that we had till this far didn't really do good. But him, because he's a street fighter, might do really good. This is the total question mark for me. I really can't tell who's going to win this fight.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Henry Miller is making his MMA debut. Giant Silva, it's our second look at the over 7 foot giant, and this should be an entertaining thriller. Let's go to the ring now. Boss, let's hope that they've reinforced the ring for this next matchup here in the opening round of the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Grand Prix, because there is going to be a lot of size involved in this one.
In this one, but also in the next one. So yes, I hope they reinforce the ring.
As we await the introduction and look at this shot. Nothing beats Pride Fighting Championships. We've said it on many occasions. It's like a rock concert, a Broadway production, and a sporting spectacle. And tonight, we give you Giant Silva versus Centurion Henry Miller. And Silva, 1992 Olympic Games participant with the Brazilian basketball team.
Giant Silva.
And as he makes his way to the ring, the crowd in awe of this 7'2", 375-pound athlete. We'll remind you that the next time you will see us on pay-per-view is May 23rd, Bushido Volume 3, and what a main event it's going to be, boss, when our middleweight champion Wanderlei Silva takes on Japanese superstar Yuki Kondo.
Yep, that's one that's... I'm looking forward to that one.
Silva made his debut at Shockwave, and he sent shockwaves throughout the Saitama Super Arena when he almost went 3 rounds with the Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring before being submitted. This is his second appearance. And he has been training in the United States with Romulo Bittencourt on his submissions, working on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Many people say that this guy was nothing more than a sideshow attraction. No, this guy is a serious athlete. He wants to learn mixed martial arts, and he has become a committed athlete. And let's see what happens when he takes on retired sumo wrestler, newcomer to mixed martial arts in Centurion.
I don't know, man. It's going to be very difficult for Centurion to take him down. I think he's half his size or something. What we're talking about, a 2 feet height difference. I think that's a lot, you know. You saw with Heath Herring, he couldn't come close because then he got hit. And I don't know, it's going to be a very difficult task, but don't count him out, Centurion, because like I said before, he's a street fighter. And some guys, they just rush in, take him down.
Obviously, when it comes to Silva's strengths, at the top of the list, just that, his physical strength. We saw him land those sledgehammer-like hands on Heath Herring and almost knock Herring out with one of those. There he is, Giant Silva inside the ring. All right, boss, next up, it is going to be Giant Silva taking on Centurion Henry Miller, the retired sumo wrestler who received a very nice ovation from the crowd here. Giant Silva, 39 years of age, 7'2", 375 pounds, looks in much greater physical condition than when we saw him at Shockwave.
Wow.
Centurion is 34, 5'10", 300 pounds, making his MMA debut here tonight.
And look at that, the sumo stance, the sumo sit down, however they call it.
Henry Miller, a native of St. Louis.
Oh, look at the difference.
Half Japanese on his mother's side, retired February of this year from sumo.
Wow.
And there you see the visual.
And look at the referee.
There's a very famous sumo wrestler. A lot of sumo stars here on hand to support Centurion in his debut with pride.
I bet you he's going to run in. Look. He has to. He's got to come close. Centurion's got to close his distance, otherwise it's very, very dangerous.
Looking very limber on his feet is Giant Silva.
This is what he should do. Exactly, he's got a single leg now. He's got to hook it.
He's got the leg, unable to pick it up. And Silva may just attempt to pick him up and try to do a power bomb-like maneuver, as we have seen in mixed martial arts over the years.
Yeah, he should hook his right leg behind the knee now. Try to take him down. But this is the safest strength to fight. This is not good. He goes around his neck.
Oh, he could get the guillotine right here. Good. Silva, but no, popping out right away was Miller. Now into a butterfly guard there.
Yeah,
even though
he should pass it. He could pass it.
Oh, there's the Silva showing some striking from the bottom. And remember, he has been working with Romulo Bittencourt in New Jersey, the Renzo Gracie Academy, and now just has his hands wrapped around Centurion's neck. And there you see his face just being smothered by the hand momentarily.
Yeah, it's kind of what he did to me.
During the interview, you're correct.
Yep.
Look at the reach advantage. I mean, that right arm just finding its target, even though Centurion is posturing right now.
Boom. Centurio should throw body shots here. There's no way he can reach his head. The only thing that Silva has to do is reach himself up, and then Centurio can never reach his head. So he should go for the body. Hard shots to the body. Fake something to the head, and then go for the body.
Well, he was able to accomplish what he wanted to in taking Silva to the ground. Now with the lefts and rights to the body, as you suggested, boss. So really, how do you think he has to pass the guard here, though, boss? I mean, not being very limited in his knowledge of the ground game. Can he power his way out, being a compact sumo wrestler?
No, as long as Giant Silva holds his feet together, crossed, I don't think he can get out.
And then, conversely, Giant Silva with those gigantic legs, can he maybe squeeze his way to a submission victory here against Centurio?
I actually always thought about that, to do that every day for like 20 minutes, squeeze the bag in between your legs, and then see if you can do it in a fight. Now he should pass. He should pass. He's got the gun.
Silva may even, he's got long legs trying to upkick here. Now he's trying to pass to cross-side position. Centurio's got it.
That's a good position for him.
And there's Kazushi Sakuraba shouting out instructions. And we should mention at this stage that Centurio did spend some time in the Takata dojo with Sakuraba.
Figure 4 coming up, but there's nothing there. He didn't hook his leg. The only thing that, if he's going to get it, Centurio has to make a head roll. He has to make a head roll, and he's going to be out. He's somersault.
So Silva showcasing some of that BJJ that he's picked up, looking for the key lock right now.
Yeah, but he doesn't have one leg locked from Centurio, so there is nothing there. Even if he's going to pull it down on the back, and Centurio makes a head roll, he's going to roll out.
And he's able to, now he's able to even slide it in more. And I know what you're saying, boss, but having an inexperienced fighter like Centurio on, and with the power of Giant Silva, it'll be interesting to see what transpires here. But you're right, Centurio with the side mount, he should be looking at perhaps getting some knees into Silva, but he finds himself in a precarious position here, does Centurio, simply because Silva does have that right arm. And Bittencourt shouting out instructions. Good job here by Silva.
Yeah, because he says you gotta lock a leg.
He's got the leg.
He's gotta lock a leg. He can still roll out.
He's tapped out. He's tapped out, boss. And via submission, Giant Silva records the victory.
Yep.
Amazingly so, Giant Silva gets Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training from Romulo Bittencourt in New Jersey. Giant Silva picks up the victory at 4 minutes and 4 seconds. And there's a pattern developing here at Total Elimination 2004. That's Romulo Bittencourt. That's Giant Silva's friend Solar in the mask. And boss, we started with Heath Herring going 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Then we saw SERGEI KHARITONOV go 4 minutes and 14 seconds. And now we have Giant Silva go 4 minutes and 4 seconds before he submits Centurio here at Total Elimination 2004 via the arm lock. And Giant Silva is victorious and on his way to critical countdown. Meanwhile, the sumo contingent here disappointed. Nevertheless, a game effort by Henry Miller in his debut. But Giant Silva evens his record, and you have to give props to Silva, boss, in taking his MMA career seriously. He's in way better shape than he was in Shockwave. Studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Let's go to the replay, boss.
Okay, here we go. He had the takedown. It was perfect. He should have bashed the guard here right away. The half guard, the half butterfly guard. They're throwing bombs. Yeah, what can you say? Everybody at home can see the same thing. Yeah, Centurio, if he would have trained more on his ground game, he could have known that he simply has to make a head roll right now and he's out, you see?
Yep, but it was the Kimura giving Giant Silva the victory. And the big man continues to chase his big dreams here at Pride. And for Centurio, Henry Miller, a disappointed look on his face. But for Henry Miller, perhaps more training, boss. He is a strong man.
Oh, yeah.
Just needs more education. Hopefully continues to work with the likes of Kazushi Sakuraba. He'll be back for another day. And this is what Pride is all about, giving fighters from all kinds of disciplines the opportunity. And Henry Miller, again, a native of St. Louis, A man who was the most successful sumo wrestler not to hail from Hawaii in the United States. Making his debut, but this guy, Giant Silva, color me impressed, boss. He's got a very affable personality. As Romulo Bincourt stops by the broadcast booth, shakes our hands, he's very pleased with his protege. But Giant Silva, a great guy, and you got to feel good for the Giant from Brazil.
I got to feel really good for the Giant, and I am feeling good for him. But you know what? The next fight is going to be SERGEI and Gamegi. And I would really like to see the winner between them fight the Giant Silva in the next round. That would be like a real big fight.
That would be very interesting. And you know what? Give the Giant 2 more months of training, and it would be interesting to see what he could do against the likes of Gan Mabiki, who fought for the UFC heavyweight title, and Sammy SCHILT, who is a world-class fighter. Forward to the next time we are on pay-per-view, which will be May 23rd here at the Saitama Super Arena. And the main event, middleweight champion, there you see him, Wanderlei Silva, taking on Japanese superstar, Pancrase veteran, Yuki Kondo. That should be a tremendous battle. There you see Kondo, who we saw at Shockwave dismantle Mario Sperry.
Yeah, you know, when I was fighting Pancrase, Kondo was there too. And Funaki and everybody always told me, he's not afraid of anybody, anything. So he's not going to be afraid of him. And watch him be serious here. He's got the smile on his face. He doesn't care. He comes in. You better believe, man, that is going to be a match people are not going to forget. You watch.
You know, Silva arguably is the most dominant fighter right now in the world. Undefeated here in Pride. Coming off a quick victory over Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa at our last Bushido event, as he makes his way to the ring with purpose. Yuki Kondo already in the ring. What kind of a challenge do you think Kondo will present to our middleweight champ?
You know what? It's like I said before. You know, they have both kind of the same skills, and like I said, Yuki Kondo is not afraid of anybody, so he will face him right away. He's not afraid. A lot of people are afraid of Wanderlei Silva, and it takes away like 20-30% of your power. You know. But if you are not afraid and you fight your own game, that's a whole different ballgame suddenly.
Both of them have microphones. Both of them are ready to speak and address the crowd here at the Saitama Super Arena.
Yep.
Yuki Kondo and Wanderlei Silva, of course, they're going to be speaking their native language, and Kondo is just telling the fans that he looks forward to battling with Silva at Bushido Volume 3, and again, the date is May 23rd, fans. Available only on pay-per-view. And don't forget, when you want more information on stars like Yuki Kondo, Wanderlei Silva, make sure you go to pridefc.com, and also for all DVDs, any merchandise, you'll want to go to pridefc.com, the one stop.
Watch what he's going to say. He's going to point at him and he's going to say, you knockout. What?
And as Silva now has a microphone, we can tell you that thanks to our translator, that Yuki Kondo told the crowd that he wanted this fight for a very long time. He's promised that he's going to do his best, and he wants the fans to support him.
Look at Kondo. Kondo has there's no fear whatsoever. I'm telling you.
And boss, the hype has begun.
Yep.
Silva is saying, hey, I'm the champion. I'm going to beat you up. This is my ring. So Silva has laid down the gauntlet, and look at this. The stare down has begun. Yuki Kondo not giving a quarter here, my friend. He's not afraid of Wanderlei Silva.
Not at all.
And Silva has told him that he should be ready to be beaten up again. My friends, this one is going to be very, very entertaining. Wanderlei Silva, Pride middleweight champion, Yuki Kondo, Japanese superstar. It is the main event, and the only way you can see it, of course, is on pay-per-view. Bushido, Volume 3, coming up on May 23rd.
What do you know about Ken McGee?
I know he's as tall as me. That's what I know. I know he's about the same weight as me. That's all I know.
Who's got the bigger punch?
I think that I have.
Ah, hey!
What's it going to take for you to beat him tonight?
I think to beat SEMMY, I mean, he's a great kickboxer, awesome on his feet. It's probably going to take a little bit of a mix of everything. A little wrestling, a little stand-up.
You really like to win a fight now. You don't want to go the distance, do you?
No, I don't want to go the distance. I want to finish it quick.
What do you have to avoid in order to defeat him tonight?
It's going to be weird going with SEMMY. He's going to have more reach than me, so I'm going to have to watch out for his. I mean, he loves that front kick to the liver. He likes, throwing the big punches. I'm just going to have to keep my head on a swivel and get out of the way.
Boss, what's the scouting report on the tall tree known as McGee?
Okay. The last time we saw McGee fight was against Heath Herring. And you mentioned, we were talking this morning at breakfast, he had some problems with stamina. Now, one thing is sure, Heath Herring doesn't have problems with stamina, but that's okay for Gen, because he's not going to fight him. He's going to fight Sam SCHILT, and Sam SCHILT also is from the same camp as Heath Herring. He will have no stamina problems. So the key to victory here for Gen McGee, I hope that he trained really, really hard and took care of that little problem, stamina problem that he had. Now, I always say to everybody, you learn the most from a loss. Like, if I get armbarred, I probably never would get armbarred again in future fights, because that would be a really dumb mistake to make. And it's the same here with Gen McGee. He came in and he had some stamina problems. I bet you that he hit the windmill, the treadmill, he did everything in his power to fix his stamina problem.
And what are the keys to victory for your compatriot, Sammy SCHILT?
Keys to victory for Sam is to stay on his feet and just punch and kick. I mean, Sam is one of the best strikers in the world. We have real good strikers this time here at the Pride Fighting Championships. We got 3 world-class strikers, so he is one of the 3. He should keep it on his feet and try to knock him out.
Well, I think it is going to be a stand-up war like you've mentioned, and let's face it, if these 2 guys go down, it could end up registering on the Richter scale. These 2 are both very tall, and we'll just have to wait to see what happens. It's McGee against SCHILT, and it's coming up. All right, boss, we await the next 2 combatants here at Total Elimination 2004. It's going to be another super-sized affair, if you will.
Yep.
Sammy SCHILT taking on Gan McGee.
I don't know about this, man. This is going to be like combined 600 pounds, something like that, in the ring. Like I said before, I really would like to see the winner of this fighting Giant Silva.
Blue corner. From the USA,
McGee coming off a loss to fellow tournament participant and already a winner tonight, Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring at Pride 27 Inferno. He says that his stamina is much improved, and that was something that was evident against Herring. His conditioning wasn't the greatest.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And but like I said before, in the pre-interviews and everything, I know that once you make a mistake like that, next time you won't make that same mistake. So he has been working on his stamina a lot. And let's hope that he's right, because Sam SCHILT always is in an impeccable shape.
He was a IFC 7 heavyweight tournament champion. Also, something that you know a lot about, a Bas Rutten Invitational veteran. Of course, trains with UFC star Iceman Chuck Liddell, who will be in his corner tonight. A submission wrestler and kickboxer, wrestled at Cal Poly, and also had a UFC heavyweight championship match with Tim Sylvia, losing that at UFC 44 undisputed. But tonight, he will try to defeat Sammy SCHILT. And he likes to stand up, not a bad striker. And his victories have come via referee stoppages, the majority of them, boss.
Yeah, you know what? Like we talked about it before already in the pre-fight interviews and the preliminary things. He has to take the fight to the ground.
There you see momentarily, boss, Hightower, Semmy SCHILT. And there another shot of this huge crowd at the Saitama Super Arena. McGee is 27, 6'10", 295 pounds.
That was a good pronunciation from the referee, by the way. Let me see how he's going to do this.
SCHILT is 37'1", 286 pounds, so they do match up rather evenly, do these two behemoths. SCHILT a couple of inches taller, while McGee has 9 pounds on the Dutch destroyer. SCHILT is a Muay Thai practitioner, kickboxer. McGee, an accomplished wrestler out of Cal Poly. So, who has the advantage standing up? One would say SCHILT. When they go down, one would have to say perhaps McGee.
That's absolutely right.
And let's hope, boss, that they go longer than 4 minutes, because so far tonight we've had matches that have lasted 4:53, 4:14, and 4:04. And right away there's a shot.
It's a double leg, and he's going to get it. And he's got it right into the side mount. There's nothing there.
The underhook.
Sam should let him loose.
By SCHILT. Holding him there.
As long as he doesn't waste any power here and just hold him, hook your hands, but don't waste any power because there's nothing there, you know. And Gan is going to get out. Side mount, very dangerous position. He has to go to the guard, which he's trying right now.
Yeah,
see?
doing a good job of scrambling is SCHILT, but McGee keeping him there as well. And if he has an opportunity, will go to those knees. But now has him in a head scissors, and now
it's going to be like a reverse.
McGee wanting to go north-south almost there momentarily. Back into
mount
full mount now. Top position by McGee. And now just tries to smother SCHILT.
Just look to the side. Just to look to the side and you can breathe. That's the whole.
And that's what SCHILT is doing, the veteran. Heeding the advice telepathically of the greatest here in Bas Ruud. And now
he should start bucking now. He should start bucking because then Gan needs to find his balance and he cannot punch. It's a very important thing. If somebody mounts you, always explode upwards as hard as you can.
There's McGee's corner yelling out the instructions to pound. But SCHILT doing a good job now keeping those hands at bay.
And he's got an iron grip. You remember when he fought Fedor?
Better believe it.
He's just holding his hands.
There's some bucking attempts there by SCHILT.
Yeah, but it's not explosive.
Not very explosive
bang,
at all.
Bang, bang, you know, it's like pushing up. It's going up. Yeah, I don't want to go into it.
There's a
hammer fist from the side.
Yes, side hammer fist there delivered by SCHILT, and McGee already with some blood trickling from the nostril. Not too much going on now as SCHILT just busy trying to avoid being punched from the top position. McGee still with the mount looking for the knee on the belly there perhaps, but no, now he's being brought down by SCHILT. And SCHILT now is just going to be content, I'm sure, to keep him like going for the key lock now looks like is.
Yeah, but from a mount you cannot do anything with the key lock. He should just start walking up and try to escape the mount. This is nothing. You got to get out. This is like laying it as a bag on the floor and there's nothing you can do.
Very close to some laying and praying going on here. Drops a hammer fist, does McGee.
Sam can also, he's got a very good grip. With his right hand, he has his wrist now from Gan's left wrist. If he goes with two hands on one wrist, locks Gan's left foot up, he can roll him to the side, to the right, because he takes away, as you say, his bridges. And he's got the grip for it, so he can do it.
Again, McGee does outweigh SCHILT, but only by 9 pounds, 295 to 286.
If he's making a mistake, it's going to be a side choke. Nope. No, Gen is doing a good job right here. He's going to go for the armbar.
Americana attempt there by McGee.
Once he has it, he needs to go to the side.
And that's
exactly
what
he's doing.
Tried to do there. Blood really starting to flow now from his nose, which of course is not a dangerous.
This is what I just wanted to say. You should explode to the right.
Attempt by SCHILT, but back into the open guard now is McGee. So from here now, it's some good striking by SCHILT from there as McGee comes back up to his vertical base.
He could try to put his feet on his hips and then push him away. Not like Yuki Kondo did. I'm sorry. Oh my God! Every time I make the mistake, but it's because Yuki Kondo is in my head.
With that sweeping left kick did SCHILT, and if he would have made contact there, we could have had more damage done to the face of McGee. But back into that open guard is McGee, but now it looks like SCHILT's doing more damage from the bottom here, boss.
Yes, it looks like it because his head is more low. Oh, he's going to go for a leg lock. Watch this. He's going heel hook. He's going to go for a heel hook. Sam shoot. Push the feet like this.
Have been reversed. Now he's got it for the armbar, looking for the armbar. SCHILT.
Wow. SCHILT should cross his feet. He should cross his feet. If he wants to finish this, he should cross his feet right now.
Salient point delivered, and it's over. Extends the arm, secures the arm bar. Sammy SCHILT submits Gan McGee and advances to critical countdown.
Let me guess, 4 minutes?
Let's see. Oh, well, boss, at 5 minutes and 2 seconds of the opening round, it's Sammy SCHILT via armbar submission over Gan McGee.
Wow, look at the replay. Perfect setup. Nice. Pushes his head back. The only thing that he should have done here, just to make sure, is cross his feet so that Gan McGee cannot push his upper leg off and then pop out with his head.
A nice transition from the bottom by SCHILT. Able to fluidly move into that armbar position, boss. And we're talking about a guy 7'1", makes it look so easy, submits Big Gan McGee, and he will move on to the Great 8 at critical countdown. And is that a happy man or what? Hightower Sammy SCHILT from Holland will be a part of the second round coming up on June 20th.
What a fight. Two big guys. So now Sam SCHILT, that would be great if he's going to fight Giant SILVA in the next round. Can you imagine that?
Would it be a very interesting matchup? Now, boss, we saw Gan McGee early on in that round with the top position, the mount. What should he have done differently? I mean, it was some good defense from the bottom by SCHILT, but Gan didn't really have any effective ground and pound whatsoever.
He should have started hammering away, first of all, because Sam was not blocking, and then he should have gone to side mount. Side mount is the position that you can do pretty much anything. You can go for Americana, you know, for a figure four, you can go for leg locks, you can do anything, knee rights. There's a lot of things that you can do for a side mount position. But he didn't do it. He stayed on top of him and he stayed the mount. A lot of people overestimate the mount. They say, oh, the mount position is a great position. It's not. It's an easy position to escape, and there's nothing that you can pretty much do from it.
And we've talked about this off the air. You are a big proponent of cross-side position, or side mount, if you will, instead of the mount. And so, again, maybe expound on that just a little bit more. Why do you prefer side mount instead of the full mount?
The full mount is not really a thing that you can do. Like I said, you can start punching, and then when the opponent is on the bottom and he starts blocking, what happens is you have to find your balance so you can't punch. It's like bull riding, you know? You can't find your punch, your timing.
So with a side mount, a lot more weapons for someone like you and for fighters. Okay, well, we'll move on here. Total Elimination 2004, more action coming up. I'm joined by the newest addition to Pride Fighting Championship, Stefan Blitz Leko. And Stefan, the first question, of course, is how does it feel to be a part of the #1 mixed martial arts organization in the world?
Okay, this is for me the debut in the Pride, and I'm very happy about that. And I think I'm really make very good fight. I'm stand-up fighter normally, and but I used the last 2 years I training a lot on the ground.
What do you think of the organization itself?
Pride is the best organization in the world for me. And that's why I come to fight here.
You know, Pride Fighting Championships has the best fighters on the planet, and we've proven it once again with the addition of Stefan Blitz Leko, the best kickboxer on the planet, top-ranked fighter, boss, and he is here now in this tournament taking on 1992 Olympic silver medalist in judo in Naoya, Ogawa. What are the keys to victory for the newest addition to the roster in Leko?
Okay, let me first explain to you guys at home. The Blitz, that means the lightning. That's in German, and he is like that. His combinations are unbelievable. He's got real good striking power, kicks, he combines everything, his knees, everything. Don't clinch with Ogawa because he's going to hip throw you, he's going to take you down because he's a judo artist and a silver medalist. That means he's really good. Don't clinch with him, stay away, use your combination, striking abilities, and it will probably result in a knockout.
Boss, what separates the sport of mixed martial arts from a lot of other sports is that there is respect after all is said and done, after the battle is over in the ring. But here at Total Elimination 2004, the opening round, this is the closest I think we will come to a grudge match.
Yeah.
Stefan Blitz Leko making his MMA debut, the top-ranked kickboxer in the world, who's already in the ring awaiting the entrance of Japanese superstar Naoya Ogawa, the silver medalist at the Olympics in judo in 1992. These two already don't like each other very much, boss.
Yep, you're absolutely right. A lot of people, as you can hear now, everybody is for Ogawa. Listen to the announcement. I am chicken.
And he is proudly proclaiming that he is chicken, which in Japan, I guess is not such a bad thing, but
What does it mean? Tell me what it means, because you know all that stuff.
it means that he is a very, very brave fighter and someone who is going to do some serious damage here tonight, or so he thinks. And the reason these two do not like each other, boss, is that Stefan Leko heard that in order for Ogawa to participate, or so he thought Leko did, that Ogawa said, I will only participate if I get two fighters, Santoryu, who was already also making his debut, or Stefan Leko. Leko thought that was a slight. Leko thought that Ogawa meant that Leko wasn't that great of a fighter.
Yep.
So he has drawn the ire of Stefan Leko. Ogawa undefeated in MMA at 5-0, including a victory over the former gatekeeper of Pride and Gary Goodrich, while Stefan Leko, again, a devastating striker, an incredible kickboxer. This is going to be a throwdown, Boss Rutan. The fans await this one with bated breath.
Yep, the classical matchup we have here. The ground specialist against the striker. But don't get fooled, Leko has been training on the ground with the Golden Glory team. With Heath Herring, with Kali de Faust also in his corner. So I think it should be okay. One thing you should not do, what you want to do, clinch with Ogawa. He will get you to the ground, and that will be trouble.
And he receives a very raucous reception from the crowd here at Saitama Super Arena, does Naoya Ogawa.
187センチ、99.5 キロ、ステファン・レコ。
Leko is 29, 6'3", 217 pounds.
And he's aiming with his fist.
113キロ、小川直哉。
Ogawa's 35, 6'4", 240 pounds, so a distinct weight advantage for Ogawa, and also an inch taller. Leko, a huge signing for Pride, as he elected to finally make it to the big leagues, and here it is, boss. The stare down.
Yep.
Antipathy is the word to describe the feelings these two feel for each other. This is a grudge match, my friends. Get ready. The fireworks are about to go off here at Saitama Memorial Ronaldo Boss Rutan ringside. It is Stefan Blitz Leko against Naoya Ogawa, and we are underway.
That's the right high kick to the head. Inside low kick, yep, or a right high kick to the head. Oh.
Ogawa with the right hand through the guard, misses. Ogawa has Leiko along the ropes, and Leiko is down on the ground immediately. A stomp by Ogawa. In the Butsuku position is Leiko. Now into the butterfly guard. Ogawa with the right hand. Ogawa now on the side mount, boss.
He's going for the armbar again, mount position.
Top position by Ogawa. Much to the delight of the crowd here, the partisan crowd. He is the hometown favorite in this tournament.
Armbar coming up. There we go. Stefan is out. This is pulled. No. Very good control there from Ogawa.
Uncharted territory for Leiko again. His background is kickboxing, one of the very best in the world, but this is an area he's not accustomed to being in, boss.
You're absolutely right. And here's Ogawa looking for that armbar. You watch. Don't leave your arm hanging there.
He may go for the knees here as well, boss. Goes for a shot to the midriff, does Ogawa, and he is looking for his textbook move here on the ground, which of course is the figure four, as you put it, the key lock.
Stefan should bring his right hand now underneath Ogawa's body and then scoop underneath out. He cannot do it anymore, of course, now because in the mount position. Side choke here. Side choke here from Ogawa.
And it's over! Ogawa submits! Stefan Blitz Leiko in electrifying fashion.
Yep.
And just like that, Naoya Ogawa celebrates in the ring. Leiko at 1 minute 34 seconds gets choked out, and Ogawa, much to the delight of the thousands in attendance, has moved on to the second round of this tournament with that choke, boss. What are your thoughts at what you've just seen?
Yeah, what can I say? I never expected to go this fast. I would think that Stefan would do a good job, but you know what? Hands down, I have to say it, Ogawa did exactly what he needed to do. He took him down, took control, go to the side. Now, he didn't stop. He did a good... Yeah, he fought a perfect fight. Yep.
Boss, what does this mean about what does this tell us about the evolution of mixed martial arts, where a single discipline, like a kickboxer, can no longer, no matter how good you are, and let's face it, Stefan Leiko, the best in the world at what he does, you can no longer come into an organization like Pride and not have some other training like the ground game, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ground, because someone like Naoya Ogawa with the judo training, with the ground game, can put you out in 1 minute and 34 seconds. It is telling, to say the least.
And here we have it, the music, the endless music of Kazushi Sakuraba. And I'm betting you, with everything that I have, that he will walk through the ring right now. Whoa, man, I'm like unbelievable. I'm a psychic.
Yeah, and the man that you hear chuckling in the background, boss, is a man who kicked off the show as... I gotta listen to the lady. She's amazing, and she's absolutely amazing. Okay, and just like she does that, I want to do this. Joining us right now, the man who won the opening bout, Texas Crazy Horse, Harry!
Howdy, boys, howdy. Howdy. Let me hear your Texas yell. That's what we were waiting for.
Yes, it is a party here at the Saitama Super Arena, and why not? This is the event of the year, Total Elimination 2004. The journey has begun to crown the Pride Heavyweight Champion, Kazushi Sakuraba, perhaps the most decorated mixed martial artist in Japan, making his way to the ring, where he will be addressing the crowd shortly. Heath, first of all, congratulations on becoming the first participant for Critical Countdown. How was your fight? You look like the Heath Herring of old, a lot of intensity shown.
Thank you very much. Yes, I mean, it was just really important to come out and win this fight in a very impressive manner. And move on to the next round. So that was the main priority tonight.
Yeah. What kind of a challenge did Takahashi present to you?
Takahashi, he was a really difficult opponent due to the fact that he he's a little guy. He's a quick guy, very unorthodox style, southpaw. Comes out throwing, really wild haymakers, things like that. So it's very difficult to counter a fighter that fights like that.
All right, well, Heath Herring will be joining us for the next bout, and right now we will listen to Mr. Sakuraba.
今日は副本部長ではなく選手としてここに上がりました。時間の経つのも早いもので、今年で僕も35歳になります。
Of course, boss, as you know, Kazushi Sakuraba, in addition to being a tremendous mixed martial artist, also has a tremendous sense of humor.
Yes, I know. Yeah. He's already smiling. God knows what he said.
We are getting it translated as he's speaking. He's told the fans that he is 35 years old now. As the crowd responds, he is telling them that he doesn't know how much longer he can compete as an active fighter.
I don't think that is something to laugh about.
No. Sakuraba's a great guy. I've met him on several occasions in Roppongi, and he really shines in Roppongi, let's say.
Yeah, he's like us. He's like us.
And for the fans back home, Roppongi is like the Times Square of Japan, where a lot of the fighters like to enjoy themselves after fighting. And now Sakuraba is making the announcement that he will be fighting in the next Big Pride show, which is coming up on June 20th. In addition to the Elite 8 and Critical Countdown, Kazushi Sakuraba will be making an appearance at Boss. The last time we saw him fight was at Shockwave, where he put on one heck of a performance in losing to Antonio Rogério Nogueira in the main event.
Yep, that was at the end of his match. So but we saw the old Sakuraba was back, He was flying around, his punches were sharp again. I think if he puts his hand together, keeps his hand together, doesn't go to Roppongi too many times,
exactly,
then he could start winning and getting back into winning circle.
All right, and as you soak up the atmosphere, we will return with our next bout.
The Croatian sensation, that's what they call him. And, well, I don't have to explain who is here next to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mirko Krokop. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. After the last butcher that you gave Yamamoto, what have you been training on specially now?
I've been training usually with Mike. I train a little bit more on the ground, and everything else was just like usual.
Just like the same.
Yeah.
You still kick, lots of kicks. That's still your favorite thing?
Yeah. Spros.
We won't see an overconfident Mirko this time. This is totally concentration this time. I mean, from the begin minute till the end.
Yeah, of course. I must be concentrated all the time during the fight.
Yeah.
So I won't underestimate no one, but of course I expect to win this fight.
This is it, man. I mean, you win this fight. That's the next step. That's the way to the belt.
Well, it's my dream. I'll give my best.
Yep.
I'm concentrated only on taking the belt, and there are many good fighters here, but I will do my best, and I hope I have quality enough to take the belt.
What do you think of Kevin Randleman? Do you think that he can present to you as a danger?
Well, he has the most dangerous things from Kevin is that he has nothing to lose.
Yep.
So he will give his best. He's a ground and pound fighter, so he can punch too. He can throw a punch, so I must be careful, and that's it. He will try to come in the clinch or to put me down, but I'm ready for all those things.
Sprawling, been working hard on everything?
Sprawl is perfect, like always, and clinch is good. Groundwork is improved a lot since the last time, and that's about it. Condition is good, so there is nothing to be worried about.
Okay, now Kevin's words were exactly, and this is nothing bad against you, by the way, or because he says it's going to be one of the two, but one of us is going to get knocked the fuck out. That was his exactly words. He says it's going to be him or it's going to be me.
Yeah, maybe. I think so. I don't think fight will go to the end.
Yeah, and with that said, it's not like he didn't respect. He has total respect. He's a real cool guy. So, all right, that's it. I think I'll let you rest further, and let's see if you can make it to the next round.
How do you feel going into this first round matchup?
I feel good. I take him just like I take anybody else. I think I'm going to kick his butt just like I thought I was going to beat Sakuraba, Quentin Jackson, Pedro Hizzo, Boss Rudin, you name it. Of course, someone's getting knocked the fuck out. It's not going to last. It's not going to go the distance. I'm not trying to fight anyone's fight. I'm going to take the guy down to the ground. I know I'm going to get kicked. Just as long as he doesn't kick me in my head, he's not going to win this fight. He can kick me in my ribs, break ribs, and do whatever, but I'm ready for that. So, like I said, if it stays on the feet, Crow Cop's going to win. But if it goes down to the ground, I'm going to win, and I'm going to advance in this tournament. And don't be surprised if you don't see me in fucking the finals, because I don't think that I'm giving myself top billing. I think I'm that good.
It's Mirko Cro Cop and Kevin Randleman. This one should be a war.
It's going to be a war. This is the one, again, that I always say to people at home, this is a fight that I'm nervous for. Something really crazy might happen in this fight. Kevin Randleman, very good takedowns, very explosive, hits out of nowhere. He's got good striking power. If he connects, that's a real big problem right there. I mean, he's a super athlete. Then we have Mirko Cro Cop, the Croatian sensation. The nickname says it all. The guy is pretty much unstoppable. I mean, he's running through everybody. Sometimes, like he did with Nogueira, he got overconfident. But I promise you, that is gone. He will never make that same mistake again. So it's going to be a war. If Kevin can take him to the ground, that would be really good. And please keep him on the ground. You do not want to let Mirko Cro Cop back on his feet.
It is going to be Mirko Cro Cop taking on Kevin Randleman, and we are joined here at ringside by the Texas Crazy Horse, Heath Herring. And Heath, you have been in the ring with Mirko Cro Cop. What will Kevin Randleman have to do if he even has a chance against the man from Croatia?
It's a very simple question, of course. Kevin has to take him down, quickly and finish him off from there.
All right, we are going to see what will transpire in this bout. Cro Cop is 29, 6'2", 228 pounds. Randleman is 33, 5'11", 228 pounds. And in the corners, you see the stare down now. Randleman has the UFC contingent in Wes Sims, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, and the alternate for this tournament, Ron H2O Waterman. And again, if any one of the victors is injured over the course of this first round, Ron H2O Waterman will be taking his place. But here we go. Electricity throughout Saitama Super Arena. Anytime Mirko Cro Cop is in the ring, Kevin Randleman
Excellent.
attacks him right away, Heath.
Very smart. This was a very smart move from Kevin.
He's got to take him down, though.
Yep.
Randleman has him hemmed in the corner, looking for the body lock, the underhooks. And they are there in a stalemate. Now with a full body lock, Randleman has Cro Cop.
Cro Cop's going to push his chin backwards. You watch, with his palms underneath his chin. Kevin is already pressing his head down, so he can't do it.
It's also very important here to notice Cro Cop's expending a lot of energy trying to hold Kevin away. Kevin's actually using his weight to hold Cro Cop. Of course, Cro Cop's actually having to use actual strength.
Good point, Herring. And Heath Herring, of course, victorious over Takahashi earlier tonight, advancing to the Elite Eight. Critical countdown coming up June 20th. And remember, Randleman, a two-time NCAA Division I wrestling champion, knows all about the takedown.
Oh, yes, he does. He had, Ohio State champion, like I said. He had over 155 wrestling matches.
Very illustrious career.
Record of 14-7 in MMA, making his 6th appearance here in Pride. Record of 3-2.
Not good.
Yeah, no, but he didn't do anything with the lockup. He should have tried to take him down, so that's why the referee came in. He got to watch out, keep his hand up, because there's the kick is coming. Kick is coming.
He's setting him up right now.
Yeah, and it's going to go to the body if he keeps his hand
Keep
too
that
high.
right hand up, Kevin. Come on, right.
Yep. He's got to shoot it now.